You go to bed at a decent hour. You don't pull all-nighters. You even track your sleep with that overpriced app. And still, you wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck, dragging through the day, foggy, sluggish, just trying to keep your eyes open until coffee number 3 kicks in. So what gives? If you're sleeping enough, why are you still tired? Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're probably not sleep deprived. You're rest deprived. Let me explain. There's more than one type of tired. Most people treat tiredness like it's all about sleep, as if 8 hours in bed should solve everything. But your body, and especially your brain, doesn't just need sleep. It needs recovery. And there are 7 kinds of rest. Yes, 7. If even one is missing, you wake up feeling off. Let's break them down. First, physical rest. Now the obvious one. This is the kind you already know. Sleep, naps, stretching, massage, stillness. But even here, most people mess it up because they confuse time in bed with restorative sleep. You can get 8 hours and still wake up exhausted if your sleep quality sucks. Why? Too much light before bed, stress hormones still high, caffeine still lurking. No wind-down routine, scrolling in bed like it's cardio. Want better physical rest? Fix your sleep environment, not just the duration. Second, mental rest, the one you never get. You know that feeling when your brain won't shut up? You're lying in bed but replaying the day, or already planning tomorrow, or looping that awkward thing you said 3 weeks ago. That's a mental fatigue problem, and no amount of sleep fixes that. Your brain needs off time during the day, not just at night. Micro breaks, white space, moments where you're not processing, deciding, or reacting. Even 5 minutes of stillness between tasks can reset mental noise. No input, no screens, just breathing space. If you never stop thinking, of course you're tired. Third, sensory rest. You're overstimulated, not exhausted. All day long, your senses are on blast. Screens, notifications, noise, Zoom calls, background music, bright lights, and you never get silence. You never get darkness. You never get stillness. You try to relax by watching something or scrolling, but that's still input. Your brain is running a constant marathon with no cool down. You're not tired because your life is hard. You're tired because you never unplug. Want to feel better instantly? Turn off all screens. Sit in a dark room. Close your eyes for 10 minutes. Listen to nothing. It'll feel uncomfortable at first. That's withdrawal, but your brain will thank you. Fourth, emotional rest. The silent energy leak. This is the kind of tired that hits even when you did nothing. Because suppressing feelings takes energy. Faking being okay takes energy. Being the strong one all day takes energy. And when you never say what you really feel, you run out of fuel. Quietly, invisibly. That's emotional fatigue. Sometimes you're not burned out from work. You're burned out from pretending. Emotional rest means being real. Having one person you can actually be honest with. Saying no when you want to, crying if you need to. Dropping the mask for 5 minutes, you don't need a nap. You need space to feel what's actually there. Fifth, social rest. Introvert, extrovert, doesn't matter. Social rest isn't just about being alone. It's about being around people who don't drain you. The ones who don't need a performance. The ones you can sit next to in silence and still feel better. You might be tired because every social interaction you have feels like effort. Small talk, politeness, code switching, noise. You don't need to cut everyone off, but you do need to balance your energy. Protect time with people who refill you. Cut time with people who don't. It's not selfish, it's survival. Sixth, creative rest. Yes, it's a thing. If you solve problems, come up with ideas, or even just try to stay engaged, you're using creative energy. And most people burn out creatively because they never refill the well. You're always trying to produce, to optimize, to brainstorm, but never to wander, to imagine, to be in awe. Creative rest means being in nature. Reading something with no goal. Listening to music with your eyes closed. Letting your brain float without needing to solve anything. Without this, your work starts to feel like a loop. Your ideas dry up. You feel stuck, not because you're lazy, but because you're empty. Seventh, spiritual rest, the deep one. Whether you're religious or not, humans need meaning. You can sleep 10 hours and still feel tired if you wake up asking, what's the point of all this? Spiritual rest is about reconnecting to something bigger than yourself. That might be prayer meditation. Nature helping someone creating something that outlives you. If your whole life feels transactional, you'll feel exhausted, even when it looks successful. Meaning isn't a luxury, it's fuel. Here's what this all means. You don't need more coffee, or more hours in bed, or a productivity hack. You need to ask, where am I tired that sleep can't fix? Because if you keep treating emotional fatigue with naps or sensory overload with Netflix, you're not recovering, you're numbing, and the tiredness will keep coming back. Louder. So what do you do now? Try this today. Write down the 7 types of rest. Score yourself 1 to 10 on each. Wherever the score is lowest, give yourself 15 intentional minutes to rest in that area. Not a fix, not a reset. Just a first step, and repeat tomorrow. Tiny shift, big relief, final thoughts. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not failing. You're just tired in ways you've never been taught to name. Sleep is important, but it's not the whole picture. Real rest is layered, multidimensional, and completely underrated. Start paying attention. Start protecting your energy. Start healing the quiet kinds of tired, because you deserve more than just getting through the day. You deserve to feel alive in it. Subscribe if you're ready to stop dragging and start living again. Less exhaustion, more clarity. Let's go.